Hey everyone, welcome to POPXP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the POPXP channel. What is going on, YouTube? That's right, it's the brain of the mainframe here now, Scal with the POPXP, and it's Sunday night. And before we get into some recording and stuff later this evening, I figured, hey, I kind of really enjoy just kind of perusing through Indiegogo and seeing what was out there. But there was a comment in the chat that kind of had me spinning and thinking, like, there's so many big names out there right now on Indiegogo. Ethan Van Sciver, Billy Tucci, Graham Nolan, Andy Smith, John Malin. I mean, shoot, I'm forgetting names right now, but I mean, there's so many big names. Dan Fraga, all these guys right now. Art T. Bear just really crushing it. They're starting to come to me. But anyways, you guys get the point. There's so many big names out there that are doing great things on Indiegogo. But I kind of want to dig through and sift and see what else is out there. Smaller campaigns, names that I don't know, maybe you don't know. But let's check it out. But before we do, head on over to the POPXP channel. Click that subscribe button. Slam that bell for notifications. This way you know when we go live and when I upload some awesome new content. And help us grow the POPXP channel and continue putting out content. Speaking of some new content, if you haven't seen the notifications already, this morning I just uploaded Invisible Men, the trailblazing black artists of comic books, which is really highlighting the true history of comics. In today's political landscape and what we have going on there's a lot out there. And whatever you are, I respect everyone's opinion, what they are. I prefer to just talk about the love of comics and the art. But I mean, this is something that we need to know about. These creators need to be known. These artists need to be known because, they were the ones drawing these pages. And in the golden age, it was a bit different. Being a comic book artist wasn't always the lavish life it is or was or whatever you want to call it. But anyways, check it out. Invisible Men. It was a great interview with Ken Quattro, who's the R3, he's a comic book historian. It was great. And also, if you get a chance to, head on over to the first episode of Exploration Indiegogo. This is obviously the second episode, where I just kind of dived in, just kind of jumped back into it. It's been 2 years since that concept for a show actually came to fruition. That's actually what started the whole idea for this channel, was to do exactly what Exploration Indiegogo is. So I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I'm going to get in, and this is where, hey, we're going to talk truth about campaigns. Is it good? Is it bad? Would I recommend it? What do I think of it? Again, I'm not going to knock anyone, and everyone has their own styles. I have my personal things. If you guys watch the show, you've heard me say many times, I'm not the biggest fan of anime, but I respect it. But hey, let's jump right into it. We're just going to go straight over to Indiegogo and see what's here. So we're just right on the home page. I'm signed in. I got my recommended for me. SCP we checked out. Gold Brick, we popped up, obviously. Haikyuu is a campaign I worked on as well with my good friend Billy Tucci. And but this is in here. This campaign is in here. Glurk and Bo, issue number 1, sci-fi horror comic. It says that it is in demand. I have no clue what this is right off the bat. Is there anything else in here? No, there's nothing else in here. So I mean, let's check it out. Let's go in and see what this is. Glurk and Bo, issue number 1, sci-fi horror comic, the first issue of the comic book Glurk and Bo. Hope I'm saying that right. Glurk. Let's see. Glurk and Bo, known as the first issue limited comic book series created by Taylor King and Ben Napier, featuring art by Tom Hawkinson, colors by Jimmy G, letters by Matt Kreutzer. All right. Now, was this transferred over from anything? No, so this just had, so on December 1st, 2020. Yeah, it says with another platform, so this was more than likely over at Kickstarter. So let's check out the video. Let's see if there's any hints on where this came from prior to, what it's about. Let's see what this is here.
Greetings. My name is Taylor Shelton King, and I am the auteur.
It's kind of cool. It's like a 60s like horror series. Like the Twilight Zone.
The idea for the story came to me in a vision of apoplexy, and my My very neurons rang with excitement at the thought of a predative assault by a mysterious, energetic creature upon a spacecraft.
I love creators that take the time to do these promotional videos and actually attempt at acting and doing things that's outside of just the general, like, this is my book.
The idea came about to turn the story into a comic book, and the enterprise exploded from then on. The universe in which these characters reside quite resembles our own, and has grown and connected to include other plots and ideas beyond the limited series of the Glurk and Bow saga.
It is Glurk, I was right.
Horror.
Glurk and Bo Smith?
Science fiction. Comedy. These are the 5 pillars
Wait, what
of
just happened?
storytelling, and Glurk and Bow has them all in excess. I do hope you continue to support us in our efforts.
Well, I'll continue checking out your
Join us
campaign.
in the exploration of the void of imagination. From the entire BG Comics collective, we thank you for your support and your continued interest in this story.
Continued. It's the first issue, right? The infinitive sound check. All right. Is that it? Okay. Looks like it's just black after that. Okay. We'll stop that. So Glurk and Bow. Right off the bat, I mean, the front cover looks pretty cool. BG Comics, #1, Glurk and Bow, sci-fi horror comedy. I mean, the interiors look solid. They look professional. Who are Glurk and Bow? Glurk and Bow, story unfolds in a universe not unlike our own about 2,000 years in the future, where our titular heroes are charged with piloting a cargo vessel that carries harvested mineral ore from the outer reaches of the solar system. It's kind of a typical sci-fi story, really, in that regard. In the middle of this seemingly ordinary run, Glurk and Bow are awoken from cryo-sleep prematurely, begin to experience things that are a bit strange, even for outer space. We're an upstart comic studio in Texas, launching our first comic, which began as a creative escape from the pandemic lockdown and has grown into an infinitely satisfying creative adventure. Risks and challenges. So, I mean, this is just kind of your stereotypical sci-fi story. Nothing wrong with the plot, but it doesn't seem like anything truly groundbreaking. They've got 69 backers. They're in demand. I mean, it's their first thing. You know what? There's not enough here. I mean, this could have a hell of a script. I don't know. I would recommend to BG Comics, if you can get some more sample pages up that give us a little more script, some more of the art. Because, you know, art-wise, this looks professional. I think it's pretty cool. Script-wise, I have no clue. Your character design's pretty on point, I think, for a sci-fi series. But as far as kind of a little synopsis here, it's just kind of your stereotypical sci-fi story. You know, mining ore from planets, waking from cryo sleep, you know, then heading on an adventure. So I'd like to know more about that. I think if there was a lot more in this campaign, this number may be higher, but they have been funded and they are starting. Excuse me. Freaking got like a hiccup coming through. What is that all about? But anyway, so that's Glurk and Bow issue 1. It was in my recommended. Maybe Indiegogo knows something I don't. Who knows? Let's go explore. Let's head over to comics. And let's see what else is here. Because like I said, you know, let's see what else is on this site. You know, because I'm going through and I'm seeing things. I haven't surfed Kickstarter yet. I'm not doing that just yet. I want to explore the platform I think structurally, mechanically is more sound, is more established and set up for a comic creator. But I have to say, from going through what I did the other day on Exploration Indiegogo, it doesn't seem to be that much. Now I could be wrong, and that's why we're on our second exploration. You know, we camped for the night. We've slept, we've eaten, we've got our gear on, and now we're trudging right back through. So we're right back into this. This Glurkin bow is now at the top of the the exploring the comic section here. Some of these campaigns we went through last time. And a lot of these seem to be in demand. So, let's check 4 Chambers of Fright, an Elvira-inspired comic book horror. So, I have no clue what this is. I've never seen this before. And this is another one that's been transferred over from another platform. Well, why aren't we starting these off on this platform and seeing where we go, Because that just shows a lot of things are in demand. And, I don't know. It seems like there's more fun in supporting a campaign that's in at least those first 30 days or so, of trying to reach a certain goal and just seeing it hit. And then, they go in demand, but it's like you helped that push across the finish line, and now we can continue cranking in more backers and funds as we produce the book. But anyways, let's see. So we got 4 Chambers of Fright, number 1. So this is an Elvira-inspired comic book horror anthology with a sinister twist from Naveen Arnold. Never heard of Naveen Arnold, if I'm even saying that right. If it's Nevin or Naveen. So it's a horror comic. Yeah, it's got like that 70s underground style art. It's pretty cool. It's a little more cartoony, I would say, than like kind of that underground Vampirella stuff. Even some of the Elvira stuff, but I definitely see it there. Can definitely see the influence here. So they've switched up. So they're at, so in November. See, this is the thing, though, I'm looking at, right? So this ended in November of November 23rd, 2020, with another platform, which I'm going to assume is Kickstarter. And, it was at $8,197. We're now approaching the end of January, and it's only increased $8,415 to $8,415. So, I mean, you're only talking a couple $100 here in increased revenue. Which is, I guess it's good. Come and try the platform. I just think, just come over and try the platform. Start fresh. Maybe this is their attempt at it. I think when creators say, hey, I'm going to transfer over from Kickstarter, I'm going to do my campaign on Kickstarter. And I'm just going to transfer that completely over instead of starting a fresh campaign. Maybe it's the same series, but you have your Indiegogo exclusives, your Kickstarter exclusives. I don't care what you do, but make something exclusive to each platform for each fan who supports the platform. Some will buy from anywhere. Others are brand loyal. Why? You probably know why. But either way, if you're going to give Indiegogo a shot, don't just roll over. Start fresh and push it. So we're in here. Let's check it out. 4 Chambers of Fright, number 1. Let's see what this video is about. It's only a minute. Again, the art is really cool. It has that whole like Elvira underground Vampirella feel to it, from the 70s, early 80s. It's cool. It's really cool. If that's the type of style you like, I mean, this is right up your alley. If this was a first-time Indiegogo campaign from scratch, from what I'm seeing, I'm not like a huge horror comic fan, but I do like that style. I'd back this book. I would back it. And if this is your style and this is their first shot at an Indiegogo, then, give it a shot. Check it out. Looks cool. Definitely looks cool. Let's see what else is out there. It's so cool, like funny seeing like the video, little boxes of different videos and things. This is nothing I watch. Well, that's not really tied to my YouTube, so I guess that's why. Show more. Let's see. All right, so here's a small campaign. Tribulation Task Force, Secret Files 1 through 3. Let's check this out. Let's see what this is all about. Backus now. Let's see. Tribulation Task Force Secret Files number 1 through 3. Explore the Tribulation Task Force universe through stories, biographies, and profiles. I feel like I'm saying Tribulation Task Force a lot. Let's just check out the video. All right, it's 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
Dark Cross Comics presents Tribulation Task Force Secret Files. Secret Files 1 through 3 tells the story that the rapture has occurred and millions of people have been removed from the earth. The new world leader Apollyon has taken control of the earth's governments. With his enforcers, the Watchers,
The rapture, okay.
the world has become a very different place. This issue has 2 separate covers for each issue.
So it's kind of like a religious-based comic, I would say. For me personally, I don't like a lot of politics. I don't like a lot of religion in my comics. Again, I'm going straight off the video here, so forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn because I haven't scrolled through.
Uses his position in the United Nations to assemble a team of superpower warriors to help him achieve his true goal: the destruction of mankind. The hero Brock, along with the Apostle John, who's still alive, search out the globe's greatest heroes to combat the oncoming threat. Together, they assemble the greatest superhero force the world has ever seen or ever will see. They are the Tribulation Task Force.
I mean, the art's pretty cool. I mean, it's standard kind of like superhero art.
Card set number 6, a beautiful 11 by 17 poster, your own Tribulation Task Force ID card. One of the coolest tiers we have is the original character cameo appearance. Your character.
I like when creators do that.
Number 2.
Put a cameo in for yourself or what have you.
Along with Tribulation Task Force allies, you get a 1
This is your character cameo. That's different.
Plus, there'll be a trading card produced of the team image. Hurry, because there's only 4 slots available, and this tier is $100. We've got some awesome.
It's not bad for a $100
add-ons.
tier.
We have a USB digital comic collection that contains 13 Tribulation Task Force comics, 6 Dark Cross comics, and a bunch of extras. There's an add-on tier where you can catch up and get all of our releases in print format. Get Secret Files number 1, Tribulation Task Force number 0, and a bunch of awesome things. Thanks for listening, and be sure to support Secret Files number 1 through 3 now on Indiegogo. We appreciate your support.
So these are probably books that obviously are already done. Tribulation Task Force. The Bible tells of a coming period of great turmoil, referred to by many as the end of days. The soon-to-come Antichrist is on a mission to bring forth the last days before the appointed time. Under a platform of world peace, he uses his position in the United Nations to assemble a team of superpowered warriors to help him achieve his true goal, the destruction of mankind. The heroes Grok and the Apostle John scour the globe and assemble a society of heroes to stop the Antichrist's premature ascension. All right. I mean, it's all right. So they've got 24 days to go on this campaign. I feel like I've heard this story before. If they have issues 1 through 3 done, I would love to actually read a sample. What's this here? Together we will assemble the greatest we've ever seen. They are the Tribulation Task Force. Let's see. Maybe they have a sample on their website. Let's take a little detour, shall we? The Tribulation Task Force. Buy it now. No. Do you have a sample? Free trading card. New releases. Free comics. Get a free comic. Here you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So, check out the previews of all upcoming Tribulation Task Force releases. Tribulation Task Force. Who have Tribulation Task Force? What is their mission? Find out in this free sampler comic. There you go. All right, cool. So if you head over to the website, they do have a sampler. So I would recommend downloading that then and check it out. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna download this sampler. Let's see what happens. Here we have it. Okay. Interiors are nice. I like them. Cool. I'm not going to read through this, though. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, but definitely head over. They do have a sample comic, so you can scroll through and read it, which is exactly what I was hoping they would have. Because for me, a storyline along that topic is not intriguing to me. It's not. Why? I don't know. That's just me. But let's see what else we got here. Storm Riders. This is a European comic. Looks like they just launched. Let's see what this is. Storm Riders. Emil, a rather unfortunate guy, competes in street races to make his childhood dream come true. It's got some neat art. What are they out of? All right. I mean, I don't know if this is like your thing. I'm not going to get too into this one. It's it was Fast and the Furious, motorcycles, racing. That's cool. If that's your kind of thing, definitely check that out. I'm not going to get too into that. That's not really my thing. And again, I'm just going through campaigns and just these are my opinions and stuff going through. This is not promotional for anyone. I'm literally just exploring through, seeing what there is, as if I was just by myself talking in my head, with a little more respect than maybe some things that would come out of my mouth. This thing was a trip. I remember looking at that. All right, Requiem Crazies. We did check that one out. The Mermaids comic book. Adam Post. Let's check that out. All right, we didn't check that one. Adam Post, a big parody comic publisher back in the 80s. 80s, early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. He's a great guy. He really is, getting back into it. This was something he's been working on for a while. Adam's campaigns haven't hit some of the numbers the other creators have, but ultimately he will get there. I'm sure of it. But this is a beautiful book. It's a beautiful book. I mean, the illustrations are unbelievable. The designs of the mermaids. The only criticism is the paneling. And if you watch any live streams he's on, he gets criticized on this. This is like a very golden age style of comic paneling. Which, to each his own. Do your thing. It depends on your layout and how you're doing stuff. I get it. But there is something with doing panels and, having certain foreshortenings and things in your panels and different stuff. Definitely does help make the pages pop with things. But the story is really cool. I definitely recommend you guys check it out. Again, this is something he's been working on for a while, at least a couple years. I know he had mentioned to me. But yeah, check it out. Very cool. It's it's neat. We'll play the video. If my video will load. Come on now. These damn neighbors' kids are stealing my internet. We'll have to edit this out, huh? Shoot. I'm swimming. Hey, mermaids. You'd like your taste a bit fishy? It's like Game of Thrones underwater. With mermaids. Sexy mermaids. How do mermaids Noise. What? That's cool. Is that Mandy Summers? Kind of looked like her, actually. All right. The Mermaids. The Mermaids comic book right there. Adam Post. Let's see what else we've got in here. Thomas Valiant. A disgraced superhero brings together. What is this one here? It says 51 days left. Who's this by? Thomas Valiant. R.J. Shaw. It says it's his first campaign. From Ludington, United States. A disgraced superhero brings together a new team in the hopes of reclaiming the title of hero. All right. Let's check this video out. I've never heard of this or this creator. In a subway? How long is this? This is 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Holy smokes. Okay. So we're gonna just let's just cut back here. Alright. This is a long video.
Reception. Designation. Disavowed. Target 2. Jonathan Ostrich. Also known as
A weird video.
Calculator.
I don't really get the promo. First off, a 6-minute promo video. Way too long. Way too long. I'm not gonna do that. Sorry. Thomas Valiant, 72-page square-bound, all-ages graphic novel with 3 chapters in one continuous story. Yeah, tell us about the story. It looked like, just from scrolling through, skimming. I mean, I recommend everyone, watch on your own accord, your own time. I mean, and hey, is that Batman? I mean, interiors look cool. Concept's great. I'm sure there's a bunch of great superheroes and stuff in it, but you lost me with that video. Totally lost me with that video. Yeah. Interiors do look great, though. I like the interiors. Our first stretch goal, blah, blah, blah. All right, yeah. So they're at $11,596. They set a very reasonable goal. This way, obviously, you get in demand. And if you don't know that, once you reach your goal, that allows you to even enter that in-demand feature. Let's see. As a former soldier and spy, Thomas Valiant was never fully trusted by his teammates in the Legion of Justice. So now, as Valiant seeks to create his own team out of misfits, mercenaries, and former villains, the Legion has decided that he and his new team are too much of a liability to leave alive. Again, this is like kind of, I've heard this story before, but that's the thing about stories, which is great, right? Many people can tell you the story of Little Red Riding Hood, but everyone can tell it differently, right? And someone's going to tell it the best, right? And there'll be people that are going to tell it the worst. And that's what's cool about story concepts, is usually it's piggyback off of another idea, subconsciously or intentionally. We've seen this before. A misfit team goes through everything, comes together, anti-heroes become the heroes, such and such, however you want to put it. This video doesn't really, it's a little too much. It's a little cumbersome. I'm not going to sit there for 6 minutes and watch that, but I will say, scrolling through, your inked work here has me really curious. I would love to see some more pages with some sample lettering to get a better idea of the script and the writing of it. But, here we go. The script. Boom. Let's check this out. It's only 2 minutes and 11 seconds. I can do that. Oh, it doesn't what's this say? Full screen is unavailable. Okay. So I'm going to have to pause it. And then this thing pops up. And then I got to click that panel. This panel should be over. So you're giving me samples of the script. Some Thomas Valiant character design. Okay. I thought it was going to be a little different. I thought they were going to discuss the script. Character designs are cool. I love seeing character designs. I love this extra video is totally cool. Just explain it. Come on and actually explain it as the creator. Look at me in the eyes through the camera and explain it. You know, let me feel your passion. Let me feel your passion for your book. Thomas Valiant, though, from what I'm seeing, if I had to back this based on art alone, I would. The story concept, I would back that. I would back that. Because I love stories like that. Because you usually get really unique characters, unique superheroes with some pretty cool powers that either, you know, were underrated in more mainstream stuff, but an indie creator seems to do better, making them pop. Yeah, I would give it a shot. I would back this. I would back this book, definitely. And maybe we'll see about having RJ Shaw on the show and his team if he likes. All right, let's see what else is out there. All right. What else we got here? Okay. From the Pages of Combat by Sam Glanzman. Well, he's long deceased. Must be a... What is this? Is that $2,356 and only 30 hours left? Some of the Combat comic books. Yeah. These were cool. Unfortunately... Is he unflexible? Oh. I guess if you do back it... You will get it. They just won't reach goal, though. I don't think they're going to reach the goal, and they're not going to do, $2,600, a little over $2,600 or so in 30 hours. That's a shame. I love these old war books. See, if I knew this was here, I would have totally backed this. This is cool. Yeah, Glanzman's long deceased now. But, man, there's some cool stuff in here. Look at that Walter Simonson cover. Who's this? Dave Dorman. Incredible. He's a fantastic painter. Russ Heath. John McCree. That's cool. I really like that. Russ Braun. And a retro cover. I don't know if that's a recreation or the legit. Oh, yeah, these are the Dell 12-cent covers, I think. That's cool. See, that's what it was back in the day, you know? It was superheroes in the sense. I mean, these war books were the superheroes. These were the real superheroes. And most of these artists were veterans. A good chunk of them, I should say. All right, let's see what else we got here. Shadow Century Book 1. That's in demand. Let's see, is there anyone not in demand? All right, let's check out Pillow Man and Blanket Boy Comics Second Chance. All right. Missed getting your copy the first time around? Well, we've got you covered. All right, so this is the Second Chance campaign, Pillow Man and Blanket Boy. Fun concept. Kind of reminds me of Powdered Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy. I don't know why. Every time I see this, I think of Powdered Toast Man. Probably just because, like, the pillow is muscular and it has that square head, like the toaster head of Powdered Toast Man. But the book looks real cool. This has gone a few times around. We're supposed to have these guys on the show a couple times, but unfortunately, other things came up. I had a deadline, or Billy had something, or this and that. But it's cool. It's cool. I would definitely recommend hitting up. This is a fun book. Great escapism. This has been pushing around for quite some time now, so it's pretty cool. It's hello, bedheads and potential bedheads. My name is Sean Davis, and welcome to our Pillowman and Blanket Boy Second Chance campaign. Because a lot of you missed the original Indiegogo campaign. My son Parker, creator and co-writer, and myself wanted to make sure you had another chance at grabbing a copy of this amazing graphic novel for your own. You know what? Sean and Parker, I'm gonna get you guys on the show. What do you have? You have 28 days left. I'm gonna reach out to you and get you guys on. Because it's really cool. I like it. That's fun. Like, I would totally get this for my kids. If they weren't 2 years old and could read. But I would totally get this. This looks cool. I liked it. I've always liked this, actually. I always loved the way this looked. The word of mouth in our original successful comic campaign has been phenomenal, and because of that, we decided to do the Second Chance campaign. We want everyone to have a chance to get a copy of Pillowman and Blanket Boy. Each tier will come with the original sketch goals from our previous campaign. This includes our awesome trading card and snazzy bookmark. We have some stock still available from overprints of the original campaign. However, if we sell more than what is on hand, we will do another printing, which would be awesome. In parentheses, Pillowman and Blank Boy Maximum Velocity is a 64-page square-bound graphic novel and is printed in the United States. The quality on this book is top of the line and cannot be beat. Don't believe us? Ask our last backers. Looks cool. Interiors are great. Yeah, check this out. I mean, this is fun. I love this stuff. This stuff is fun. You know, that's 28 days left. They probably just relaunched this like 2 days ago. They probably started with a 30-day campaign, $78. I'm gonna back this. I'm not gonna do it now, so you don't see my personal information. But I'm gonna have them on the show. The Immortal Asadi comic book, The Tale of Asadi, an immortal thrown into a power struggle. What is this? All right, so this was originally funded in August 31st, 2020. One campaign, referred United States. The Immortal Asadi, issue number 1, trailer 3. The Persian Empire, 524 BC. Camsus II, son of the great Cyrus, founder of the Persian Empire, has conquered Egypt, but hears rumors that his brother Bardia has taken the throne back at home. With much speculation, Cambyses sends his most skilled immortal, Asadi, to reckon the alleged usurper. Huh, interesting. Let's check out the video. What do you know about the Asian Persian Empire? Have you heard the tale of the Persian immortal named Asadi? Asadi. The immortal who fought the throne. I like this concept. I like stories like this. This is freaking cool. The Immortal Asadi. I want to say Asadi, but it's probably Asadi. Asadi. Huh. That image is really cool. Okay. Started replaying. The interior work is okay. I like the concept of the book. I think a lot of thought went into it. I think the interior work is, or it's okay. I wouldn't say it's professional quality. I love this though. I really do. This is cool. I like that a lot. I mean, these look great. There's just certain perspective, like the perspectives on things are a bit off in the book, and that to me is just a little troublesome. You know, just looking at this angle here, the way the ear is, you know, the positioning of the proportion, just maybe it's not. Maybe there's more ear under the hair. You know, the angle of the lion. There's a few things throw me off a little bit here. Which for me, unfortunately, like reading the book, I would catch those things that seemed off to me, and I would stop reading and I would focus on that, and then I'd lose my place in the book. It's hard for me to read books like that. I love the concept of this though. I love books that are, you know, historical fiction and fall in those lines. It's in demand, so if you guys are interested, check that out. What else do we have? Cullen Bunn's Reanimated. H.P. Lovecraft's original. No. What else we got here? Vestry number 2 is 6 hours left. We're at $1,365. Let's check this out. I had an itch. I wasn't picking my nose. I had an itch. Let's see. No video. Damon returns to the next action-packed issue where he must battle an extra-dimensional being. This image here is pretty cool. Vestry 2 is a continued comic series based on the world of Vestry as we follow the last issue's event surrounding a hard-ass monster hunter, Damon, who has found himself being tasked by the peculiar steward Alamander to travel to the abandoned island known as Amridel. Our hero has his own tragic history with this island which torments his dreams. Okay, again, just kind of like the other book. Interior work has really good point. This right here is amazing. You know, this ghost woman. Again, kind of proportions things. Like, I find that hard, you know. Oh, this is gorgeous right here. That's gorgeous right there. But, you know, going through, you know, the interior pages, and I get it, you know, there's a lot of indie creators, you know, they're doing everything themselves. They might not necessarily have a full team. I get it. It is just something I do, you know, it doesn't mean I won't back a book. It doesn't mean I won't back a book at all. There's just little nuances of things that will distract me. To me, that's a distraction because as an artist, I'm looking at it like, oh, you know, that perspective's off. They need to, you know, it needs to be like this and whatnot. And then I stop reading. And I do that with mainstream books. There's a lot of weird mainstream books out there that the interiors, to me, just don't make sense. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Tribulation Task Force #1. So that was crowdfunded here. We just looked at that whole 3. Star Shots. A Big Galaxy. Nice, nice, nice. Now, so this says View All Trending. Now, it's not letting me select any more. So where are all the campaigns? Let's click this again. Let's see what happens. I mean, that can't be, you know, that's obviously not all the campaigns. Huh. There's got to be a lot more than that. If I view all trending, it's just going to take me to this here. You know, a bunch of different things. It's not what I want. So now we're back at the comics. Some things are... No, see, it's still. So show more. Same. Charlie's London. Awesome. I love Charlie Chaplin. Show more. Okay, so now, you know, do I have to click faster? Maybe I have to upload a bunch of these. Let's upload a bunch of them. All right. Here we go. Okay, let's upload more. Let's see. All right, now we got a whole bunch. All right. So again, these were in the past page we had. All right, so Super Dead is ended. Peter Gilmore, Mandy Summers, fun creative team right there. Agent Solo, City Under Siege. I've seen Agent Solo. I've seen the creator on Facebook, Raymond Leonard. When did this end? September 2020. It's in demand, which is cool. Now, so you can still check out the book. There's an action figure. Kind of, you know, kind of reminds me of like Captain America. You know, first glance, it reminds me of, you know, like a Captain America type character. Pretty cool. Let's check out his video. I think Rob Liefeld backed this. Yeah, Rob Liefeld promoted this dude.
So today, July 10th, my creator-owned comic, Agent Solo, City of the Siege, has launched on Indiegogo. That's right, my creator-owned comic, Agent Solo, City of the Siege, has launched on Indiegogo. Issues 1 and 2, all done and ready. And what's so awesome, guys, is that it's 90s style. Yes, I have a 90s style. I love comics.
I love 90s style too, man. 90s style all the way. 90s style all the way.
Terrorist plots. along with exclusives, exclusive toys, action figures, and mugs.
Nice.
And also along with some great quality prints, guys. But I need you guys' help to make this believable. That's right. That's when you come in, you be a team solo member. And team solo members do is
You guys gonna be a team solo member?
get the book funded, you get your action figure, you get your mug, you know, you get exclusive original artwork. And I have faith in this project knowing it's gonna get funded, but I need you guys' help to get me there. So click on the link I'm gonna provide underneath the description. Make sure you click the link, share it around with your friends, and let's get Agent Solo City of the Siege Finder, guys. Bringing them out. You guys have a blessed day. Enjoy your Friday. Be safe.
All right, nice. So yeah, this is In Demand. Who's Agent Solo? City under siege. Blah blah blah. Cool, cool, cool. It's a high octane action comic. How do you do? What do you have? Yeah, 56. Yeah, he made his goal. I remember Rob Liefeld was pushing this. Yeah. Yeah, if it's kind of your thing, to me, like I said, it's kind of like a Captain America type character. It's pretty cool. I know Raymond does all the artwork for it. Let's see what else we got in here. Claptrap. Those guys were fun to have on. Black Spartans manga, chapter 1. 19 days left. Let's check this out. I think we'll wrap up on this one for this exploration Indiegogo. Black Spartans is an American-made shonen manga set in a fantasy world. Again, if you know me, I'm not a huge manga fan. That's cool, though. It's actually pretty neat. I like that. It looks good. Again, in you know, proportions, things. I feel like a lot of guys could draw like concept art covers, but sequential art is very difficult. It's very difficult, and I get distracted with sequential art when reading a book. Because like I'd be reading, then I'd stop, and then I would look. I'd be like, you know. There's some really cool stuff in this campaign visually, and then there's some stuff that's not that great to me. It could have a great story. I know that's crowdfunding for you though. They're going all out there. They're putting it out there. Like this is gorgeous right here. You know, the concept art's great. The sequential art though, I'm not sold on, to be honest with you. I'm really not. And it's not that it's manga. I'm just, you know, like this is pretty cool. Yeah, well, once I saw this up here in this video, let's check the video out. We'll see.
In the land of Listeria, demons, monsters, and mythical creatures roam the land in search of their next human snack.
See, now that creature looks pretty straight.
Beyond the walls of one of the 6 great kingdoms can rest easy. The rest of them is That is why hunter guilds exist.
It seems like head-on stuff is not bad, but it's when certain angles and stuff are used, which are very difficult. Don't get me wrong. You know, to draw someone focusing up, you know, it's not easy to get everything right. See, these concepts though look different than the interiors.
Death at the hands of a dragon, only manticore, or any other creature is more likely to be a hunter's foes. Join Balbina, Theanita, and Amara on their journey to become the best
So that's cool.
of all time. Watch as they clash with demons, mythical creatures, and the inevitable run-in with the royal knights.
I mean, majority of the book could look great. It's just that sequential art, especially, you know, if you're not a pro and you're not doing this full time and honing that craft. That's a tough task to keep that consistency going. Oh shoot, look. It's our most recent video. That's cool. I hope that pops up for everyone. Such a great interview. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. But yeah, that's consistency. That's just tough. Guaranteed February 2021. Cool. Hey, if that's your thing, man, go for it. Check that out, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like I was able to bring up some more campaigns. I kind of just had to click through. Majority of this stuff is in demand. Not Daredevil Universe is got some time. I mean, so there's a few. All right, we do have some here that are still, have a few days left to go. The Boys Virgin cover, nice. That must have been through Dynamite. But yeah, so we checked out some smaller campaigns tonight. Now, again, there is a consistency difference there. Am I right? I mean, the pros that are doing stuff and these guys are hitting crazy six-figure numbers, their books look at different level because they are professionals. They are pros. Some of the other campaigns we looked at, was I super critical on some stuff? Yes, I was. Because criticism is what we need to grow. And, having inconsistent sequential art isn't a bad thing. It doesn't mean I wouldn't back your book, right? Because growth, we all need to grow. I have those issues with sequential art. It's very difficult to do. That's why it's easier to hire someone to do your sequential art, which hopefully, someday I could do that. But, when you have to do it yourself, you have to do it yourself. Same with other things, but it's all about script and story as well. So, these smaller campaigns, you may look at it and be like, the art's not that great or this and that. I'm not getting enough script. That's where you have to gamble, and that's where you have to take that time to think, well, maybe this is a good book, right? And then you just go for it and do it. So, with that said, really consider supporting the smaller guys as well. Help those campaigns grow. Really invest in that book. Take the gamble of $15, $20 if you can. You know what you're getting if you're getting Ethan Van Sciver's book, John Malin's, Billy Tucci's, Graham Nolan, R.T. Bears, Andy Smith, Paul Jenkins. Any of these big names that have been on here. Chuck Dixon. Even if you want to go Kickstarter route, I mean, you got Todd McFarlane who did the Spawn stuff recently, and you've got Boom Studios with Berserker with Keanu Reeves. I mean, you know what you're getting with that, but all of these guys started somewhere, so let's help support these smaller campaigns as well too, and make sure these guys get their start. Because 10 years from now, they may be the biggest thing, and you may have had a part. You may have had a part in letting that happen for them. So with that said, if you guys enjoyed this and exploring Indiegogo with me on episode 2 of Exploration Indiegogo, then I hope you join me for the next time for Exploration Kickstarter, and we're going to check out some of those campaigns, and then we'll obviously head back over to Indiegogo, and we're going to go back and forth and periodically explore what's out there. So I'll see you on the next one. And remember to click that subscribe button and hit that bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. I'm Nile with the POPXP, and I hope to see you guys around. Thanks so much. And just like those indie creators out there, please help and share POPXP so we can continue growing our channel and can continue supporting indie creators. Thank you, guys.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on POPXP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the POPXP and over on Instagram at the POPXP. Thanks again everyone, and we'll see you soon.